Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do I sign this order now? I'm going to sign this executive order right now, okay?
That was Joe Biden there looking off camera and asking his staff if he's supposed to sign the executive order now. The president today signed an executive order to ensure further access to safe abortions in response to the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade in June. The order would help women be able to travel outside of their states in order to safely receive abortions. It would also direct the Department of Health and Human Services to consider letting patients use Medicaid funds who are travelling in between states. This comes on the back of yesterday's monumental event for Kansas after voters in the state rejected a ballot to remove abortion rights. The vote was a huge win for women in the red state, with 58% voting no and 41.2% voting yes.
This fight is not over. And we saw that last night in Kansas. In the opinion of the people, the opinion of the Dobbs case, the extreme majority of the Supreme Court wrote, women, and this is a quote from that case, women are not without electoral or political power, unquote. Court practically dared women in this country to go to the ballot box and restore the right to choose that the court had just ripped away after 50 years. As I said last month, I don't think the court has any notion, for that matter, or the Republican Party for that matter, to decide how far to press their extreme agenda and how women are going to respond. They don't have a clue about the power of American women.
While the president's decision today has impacted millions of women in the country, his permission to sign the order is just the latest example of a viral Biden gaffe. In July last year, while speaking at the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, Joe Biden bizarrely told reporters that he had to ask his team if he was allowed to leave.
Seek permission to leave. I had to check your notice. Thank you again.
In February this year, Joe Biden asked his team if he can go on speaking and to let him know when to stop while he was hosting a virtual meeting to discuss strengthening America's supply chain.
Do I yield to you now, or do I go on?
You can go on.
I can go on, okay. Alicia.
In October last year, CNN anchor Anderson Cooper had to jump in and help Joe Biden when he lost his train of thought while speaking about supply chain issues.
With 40% of all products coming into the United States of America on the West Coast go through Los Angeles and what am I doing here?
Is it Long Beach?
Long Beach, thank you.
And finally, as the president landed in Israel in July, he asked, "What am I doing now?" while making his arrival remarks.
What am I doing now?